Vaisakhi is often seen as a festival of color, music, and celebration, but its true meaning goes far deeper. It is a day that quietly asks us to pause and reflect, not just on what we celebrate, but on why we celebrate. Traditionally, Vaisakhi marks the harvest season in Punjab, a moment when farmers reap the reward of months of honest labor. It teaches patience, faith, and gratitude. The earth gives back only after effort, reminding us that nothing meaningful comes without responsibility. This is the visible side of Vaisakhi, the harvest of crops. But history tells us that Vaisakhi is also about the harvest of values. The word Vaisakhi comes from the month of Vaisakh in the Indian solar calendar, a time that has always symbolized renewal and new beginnings. Across India, this same period marks New Year celebrations under different names: Vaisakhi, Bihu, Vishu, Poila, Boishakh. Different cultures, different traditions, yet one shared idea: a fresh start. This universal sense of renewal is exactly what gave Vaisakhi its deeper power. It was never just a date. It was a moment when people were ready to change, to begin again. This is why Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji deliberately chose the day of Vaisakhi in 1699 to create the Khalsa. His choice was neither random nor symbolic alone. It was strategic, thoughtful, and deeply visionary. Vaisakhi was a day when people gathered in large numbers, when the idea of renewal was already understood by everyone. Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji used this moment to awaken not land or seasons, but human conscience. He transformed a festival of harvest into a turning point of history. Standing before thousands, Guru Sahib asked a question that did not test physical strength, but inner truth. Who is ready to stand for righteousness, even if it costs everything? There was no command, no force, only a call to courage. 5 ordinary individuals stepped forward. They did not come forward because they were fearless. They came forward because they chose truth over fear. In that moment, they became the Panch Pyare, and with them, the Khalsa was born. A community built not on privilege, but on discipline, equality, and service. The creation of the Khalsa was not about power or dominance. It was about responsibility. At a time when society was divided by caste, oppression, and injustice, the Khalsa stood as a reminder that faith must be lived through action. Courage without compassion is hollow, and devotion without responsibility is incomplete. By choosing Vaisakhi, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji connected spiritual rebirth with social duty, making it clear that true renewal begins within individuals and then transforms society. Even today, the spirit of Vaisakhi lives on, not just in celebrations, but in values. When people gather in gurudwaras, walk together in Nagar Kirtans, or sit side by side in langar without distinction, the message becomes visible. Dignity does not depend on status, wealth, or identity. These are not rituals alone. They are living lessons in equality and shared humanity. Vaisakhi, therefore, is not just something to remember. It is something to live. It quietly asks difficult questions. What are we harvesting from our actions? What values are we planting in our homes and society? When truth needs support, will we stand up or remain silent? The real meaning of Vaisakhi is not found only in music, dance, or tradition, but in character. Vaisakhi reminds us that renewal is not automatic. It requires courage, honesty, and commitment. Just as the farmer prepares the soil before the harvest, society must prepare its conscience before progress. And that is why Vaisakhi remains timeless, not as a festival alone, but as a call to awaken, to rise, and to take responsibility for the world we are shaping.